Whenever you're ready.
I'd like you to imagine this for me. Your child comes home from school complaining of a headache and has a slight fever. So you give him some fever reducer, damp washcloth, and plenty of fluids. The next morning he wakes up still feeling sick, so you let him stay home from school. That night he wakes you up complaining of a lot of pain and he has an alarmingly high fever. You decide to rush him to the ER. Lots of tests are conducted and a head CT scan is ordered. You wait, and then a doctor you've never seen comes in and tells you that your son has pineoblastoma, a rare type of brain tumor. He gives you some pamphlets, a sorry apology, and leaves you sitting there with a million questions. According to the Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation, this is the reality for 11 kids each day. To me, this means that each day 11 families have to imagine the unimaginable. One of St. Jude's quotes is, "We are a beacon of light in a parent's darkest night." Today I hope to give you a glimpse into the world of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. St. Jude's is the only place where children are never turned away because of the family's inability to pay, and over 5,700 kids will receive help from St. Jude's this year alone. When we hear about a sick child, we usually have empathy, but then we move on. It's not our kid, and we push away the thought that our kid will be the one to get sick. The only problem is that this doesn't help the kids who are currently sick. Well, I know that none of you have kids of your own. Most of you probably want them one day. And even if you don't, chances are that you have a brother or sister, cousin, or niece or nephew. Still, if you don't have any of those, I know that you have come into contact with a child at some point in your life. So I ask today that you think of that child and listen on their behalf. Last November, I had the opportunity to visit St. Jude's. I toured the facility, met the kids and their families, and heard their stories. I hope to share with you what I learned that day and in my research since then. I will talk about the diseases treated at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, the research its doctors work on, and what patient life is like for a child at the hospital. First, St. Jude treats many diseases, including but not limited to acute lymphoblastic leukemia, which is the most common form of childhood cancer, Hodgkin lymphoma, which is cancer of the lymph system, medulloblastoma, which is the most common form of brain tumor, Wilms tumor, genetic immune defects, pediatric AIDS, and sickle cell anemia, as well as any other rare form of brain cancer. The hospital first opened on February 4th, 1962, and was founded by the late Danny Thomas. Its mission is to find cures for children with cancer and other catastrophic diseases through research and treatment. It has treated children from all 50 states and around the world. For a parent whose child has a rare condition, it is hard to know where to go. You don't care about anything but making your child better. I met a young woman named Hannah, and she found out she had a rare brain tumor when she was 14. Her mom went home and emailed hospitals and doctors across the country. Within 15 minutes, a doctor from St. Jude's had responded. While she never heard back from anyone else, St. Jude's had them covered, and this is the case for so many families. My next point is the research done at St. Jude's. According to brainsurgery.com, for every normal cell, a corresponding tumor can arise. Research and treatment protocols developed have increased survival rate from 20% to 80%. In 1962, the survival rate for acute lymphoblastic leukemia was 4%. Today, because of St. Jude's, it is 94%. Groundbreaking work is done at St. Jude's every day, and because of this, the daily operating cost is $1.7 million. That means that to keep the doors open, the lights on, and the life-saving machines running, the staff must raise $1.7 million each day. And while we may want to give, sometimes we just don't have the money. At St. Jude's, there is a slogan: if you can't give green, give red. There is a blood donation center on site, and this will go directly to the hospital, which means that they, in turn, don't have to purchase blood from blood banks, which saves them money every day. The last thing I want to talk about is patient life at St. Jude's. With all the talk of death and cancer, you would think it would be a scary place, but I'm here to tell you that it's the exact opposite. I have never met staff who love their job so much, and even the kids, who must be in so much pain, have smiles on their faces. St. Jude's is very much a family environment, and lifelong bonds are formed between the patients and their caretakers. St. Jude thinks of everything: places to stay, transportation, and support. Since the hospital is located in Memphis, many people have to travel. often find themselves needing a hotel or a place to stay, and this can get expensive. So instead, St. Jude's gives them off-site apartments, and each room is designed based on the family's likes. If the patient likes Barbie, when she gets there, her room will be Barbie themed. And if her brother likes race cars, you can bet that he's going to have a race car bed in his room. St. Jude's takes care of needs you didn't even know you had. And for kids living in the hospital, life is as much fun as possible. There are game rooms, toy rooms, a teen room, aquariums on every floor, and 24/7 room service. The kids can literally order whatever they want, whenever they want. In conclusion, St. Jude Children's Research Hospital is a place of hope and healing. While my time is almost up, I could continue to go on with hundreds more stories of the excellent quality of life the kids there receive. It doesn't matter whether you have sickle cell anemia, leukemia, or a brain tumor. St. Jude's will work to save your life. If, God forbid, the child you are listening for does get sick, St. Jude's will be there to help. As Hannah, the young woman I had the honor of meeting, and her mother told me, St. Jude's was the only one to respond. They were the only ones to listen. I had no clue what to do, and they jumped in, put us on a plane, and saved my daughter's life.